You don't wait for help. You don't expect support. You don't rely on anyone. Not because you're cold, not because you don't care, but because somewhere along the way, you learned it was safer that way. People admire you. You're so strong. I wish I was as independent as you. But they don't see what it costs you. And maybe you don't either. Hyper-independence doesn't start in adulthood. It starts quietly, in small moments. When you were upset and no one noticed. When you needed comfort and were told to be mature. When you felt overwhelmed and handled it alone. Attachment theory, first introduced by John Bowlby, explains that children build internal models about relationships. If comfort is consistent, the brain learns, I can reach, someone responds. If comfort is absent or unpredictable, the brain adapts. Don't reach, handle it yourself. Not dramatic trauma, just repeated emotional self-reliance. And the nervous system writes it down as a rule. Now you're grown. You solve your problems. You manage everything. You don't ask for much. But notice this. When someone offers help, your chest tightens. When someone gets too close, you pull back. When you're overwhelmed, you disappear instead of reaching out. Psychologists call this avoidant attachment. Not avoidance of people, avoidance of vulnerability, because vulnerability once felt unsafe, and your nervous system remembers. Neuroscience shows that the brain prioritizes safety over connection. The amygdala scans for threat. The body prepares for protection. If depending on others once led to disappointment, your system doesn't forget. So you became hyper-capable, hyper-responsible, hyper-independent. It feels empowering until you realize you're exhausted. Here's the part no one talks about. You might be surrounded by people, friends, colleagues, maybe even a partner. But there's a distance, a wall no one sees. You handle your own pain. You minimize your needs. You say, I'm fine. Research shows humans regulate emotions through safe connection. Our nervous systems calm down when we feel supported. Independence regulates control. Connection regulates the body. Without it, you stay in survival mode. And that constant self-reliance becomes heavy. Here's the truth. You didn't become independent because you wanted to. You became independent because you had to. Maybe you were the mature one, the easy child, the one who didn't cause trouble. Maybe no one realized you were struggling. So you stopped signaling. You stopped asking. You stopped expecting. And that strategy saved you. But survival strategies don't update automatically. Even when your environment changes, even when you're finally safe. When someone says, let me help you, your system might whisper, I'll owe them. They'll leave. I can't depend on that. This isn't pride, it's protection. Studies on attachment patterns show that avoidant individuals downplay distress to maintain control. It's automatic, conditioned, deeply wired. Healing doesn't mean losing your independence. It means expanding your capacity. Next time you feel overwhelmed, don't fix it immediately. Ask yourself, what would it feel like to let someone see this? Start small. One honest sentence. One small request. One moment of staying instead of withdrawing. Discomfort doesn't mean danger. It means your nervous system is learning something new. Being independent isn't the problem. Being unable to lean is. You can still be capable, still strong, still self-sufficient. But strength expands when it includes softness. You don't lose power by allowing support. You gain capacity. And maybe you don't have to carry everything alone anymore. If this felt personal, comment one word: alone or learning. I read the comments, and I genuinely care where you are in this. If you want more psychology-based videos that explain the deeper patterns behind your behavior, subscribe. We talk about attachment, trauma responses, nervous system healing, and emotional awareness. You're not broken, you adapted, and adaptation can evolve. I'll see you in the next one.